ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? We are live. Hello, hello. Hello, America and Japan and France and South Africa and anywhere else in the world you may be. Hello and welcome to my home. I am Victoria Wilder, author of Lullaby of the Lilitu, this gothic fiction novel right here. She's a beauty. And I am also the author of one of the stories in this short fiction collection called Voices of Christmas. You don't have to read it for Christmas, though. You can read it any time of the year. The stories just take place during Christmas or winter. And I also wrote this collection of poems that you can find online on my website as well as on Amazon. And I wrote it. And I might be writing another thing sort of like it in the near-ish future, but I'm not going to talk about that. Anyway, hello and welcome. We are doing write-ins today. I will be working on the sequel for Lullaby of the Lilitu, and yeah, if you're here, let me know. Say hi in the chat box. That's pretty much what we're going to be doing. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please like and subscribe. What we do for our write-ins. Hi, Josie. Josie's here. I actually was at Josie's write-in, her 4-year book anniversary, like an hour ago, and that was pretty cool. Hi, Binary. Binary's here too. Welcome, everyone. So anyway, if you are new, what we do is we'll write for about 20 minutes, and then we will chat, or I'll chat, and you guys can type words into the chat box, and I'll respond to you, so it feels like we're both talking, even though you guys are probably silent, and I'm talking to silence. It balances out. Anyway, yeah, we're going to be writing. I am working on the sequel, and I've been doing okay on that, honestly. Like the last couple of days, I didn't get much writing because I was doing my hair. My hair is finally long enough for me to start putting braids into it, and so I wanted to do some fun, funky colors. And I actually was planning on doing it all this color, but then I ran out, and so I had to improvise as I went along, and I think the colors turned out okay. And so I haven't been writing that much this week, but I did start the second part. So my book, Scourge of the Lilitu, just like Lullaby of the Lilitu, if you haven't read it, is a book that is in parts, and the parts are separated into smaller chapters. So I just made it to my second part of the second book, and I'm happy about that. Josie writes, might be a co-host soon with Victoria on her channel. So excited. That is so true. So we are coordinating when Josie will be a co-host on this channel, but I'm actually going to be co-hosting on her channel on April 8th and April 11th, I believe, for write-ins. So that's really, really exciting. We're going to be doing some Camp Nano write-ins, and I'm going to be doing more write-ins during the month of April for Camp NaNoWriMo, more than just once a week. And I might as well, since everything's shut down anyway, I can write and still, follow my passion and help other people follow theirs, hopefully, and help people kind of forget how scary the world can be at times. So we're going to be doing more writing, and I'm going to be writing with Josie those 2 days and possibly another week in April that we haven't solidified yet. Whoa. Hey, what's up? What are the words? So I'm feeling good. I actually just did a nice meditation that kind of got me charged, kind of got me feeling good. I was feeling a little lower energy just before I started the meditation, so I'm surprised and joyful. Let me put a thing in that light. Hi. Hi, come here. What's up? What's up? Here, look. Look. Yeah. I will introduce you to her in a minute, but she's having a snack. Thank you. Josie writes that she's loving the hair. Thank you. I'm a fan. I really like yarn braids. I started doing them a few years ago, like 2016, 2017. And I like it. It gives a lot of color and pop to me, who's always been mostly a black hair kind of girl, but now I'm like I'm doing the colors, and I'm doing black hair, black clothing, black everything, black design, black furniture. I love it. I still love it. But I'm trying to add more color to my life because I've always liked color. I've just always ended up buying black. Can't help that. Or gray, or like dark purple. The vampire colors, pretty much. So let's start our write-in. Since it just passed the 11, let's start on the 15. As usual, I will be doing a 15-minute to start, and then we will be moving into 20-minute sprints after that. And in between, I'll talk for like 5 or 10 minutes, depending on what we're chatting about and how much your girl needs to ramble. So on the 15, that is 9:15 Eastern if you're here in New York or on the East Coast. If you are anywhere else, I don't know, it's on the 15 after the hour. Hi, baby. Hi. What can I do for you? Come here, please. Hi. Let me love you. Let me love you. Hi. This is Sabrina, Savvy Shadows, and she's needy. Sometimes. Right now, she's like, I don't need you. Please leave me alone. All right. But she's going to yell at me in a minute for something she needs. Kitty! Yes. She is a kitten. And we also have a Brooklyn who is sitting up on her perch right now, glaring down at us because she doesn't like Sabrina very much. Sabrina was a surprise, and she did not like that surprise. So, yeah. It's okay. She's a baby. Hi! She's just hardcore staring at me. Like, you guys don't even know. She's just been hard. That's why every time I look down, I'm like, hey, because she's eyeing me aggressively. What's up? Well, I don't understand. I don't speak kitten. I don't. Do you think I speak kitten? Because I don't. She's like really staring at me. It's really funny. Oh, I have my yogurt here, which is actually probably what she's staring about because these kitties both love dairy and she will eat anything that's human food because she's nuts like that. Hi. Hi. We're going to be writing, kitty, in 2 minutes. In 2 minutes, I'm going to be writing. Are you going to jump up here? You're going to jump up here to steal my yogurt? Oh my God. She's really cute. It's like, she's amazingly cute. And it's funny because she'll do a lot of destructive stuff where it's like, I want to be so mad at her, but it's like, I look at her and I'm like, you're precious, but you have to go in your box. Hopefully I can finish my 5 chapters of my outline today. Oh, I hope so too, Josie. You were working on that earlier during your write-in, I believe. How far are you in, like, do you have 5 chapters left, or was 5 chapters like your total goal for the day? And if it was your total goal, how far have you gotten so far today? And if you type in your answer and we have to start our write-in, I will respond after the write-in because it is 9:14. And as usual, I did not come up with a prompt, but here is your prompt if you would like one. Your cat meets your character meets a strange animal that can talk. And you get to decide if, like, only your character can understand this animal, or if, like, everyone can understand this animal and it's weird, or if, like, it's common for people to understand animals, but your character was never able to. You gotta do something to make it, like, weird for your cat. I mean, for your character. Hi, kitty. Bye, kitty. She's just, like, projecting thoughts to me. Like, cat, love your cat. Pay attention to your cat. Meow, cat. All right, 15 minutes on the clock. Let's do some writing. My Scrivener is not responding for some reason. Right. Well, that was 15 minutes, friends. And this was getting fun. I mean, it's always fun, right? But there's always that point where you feel like you're kind of in the groove. And I was just like about to get into a groove. Hopefully, I can get it back. Maybe, I don't know. Am I ever in the groove? Because I feel like it's just a lot of stopping and thinking. How did it go for you? Let's see. Your goal for today was 5 chapters. Oh, before the write-in, if anyone's new, I asked Josie whether her goal for today was 5 chapters or if she's, or if that's like a total. I don't remember what I asked. But anyway, her goal for today was 5 chapters, and so far she's got 2.5 chapters left. You can do this. Already got that prompt for book 2. Yay. Oh yeah, I love Scrivener. It's really made a huge difference in my writing. But let's see. How many, if you're counting your words, how many words? If you're counting something else or measuring by another something, tell me how that went. So I wrote 194 words in that sprint, and I'm just taking note of that so I can have it in my brain. And yeah, that sprint was going pretty well, I think. There were moments when I felt like there was struggle, but there's always struggle. And it's okay. But what was I going to say? It went well. I can't like tell you guys what's happening in the scene, and that's kind of what's in my brain right now is like just what's going on in this scene. But I can't tell you because that would be a major spoiler. But I'm liking it. And I don't know, like it's a strange scene, and it's not exactly something I've done before, but there is a connection to a mechanic I used in the first book. So hopefully I can figure it out, and it still well. I mean, I did it in the first chapter a little bit, but this is entirely different, and this situation that starts at this scene, it's throughout the whole book and throughout maybe some other books. And like I have to get it right. So this is the seed. This is the start. Obviously, this is just the first draft. So I will have more drafts to flesh this out and make it better. But this is the seed, and like, it's exciting. I'm like fun. I mean, I'm having fun with this idea, this experience that my characters are going to have. They're not going to have fun, but I am having fun. It is the 33. Do you want to start on the 35 or on the 40? If you want to start on the 35, you have 2 minutes to let me know. Otherwise, I can just keep talking until the 40. Whatever's clever, Trevor, you know. So yeah, it went well. And I'm happy to start in 2 minutes. If no one tells me not to, I might just start on the 35 and jump into the next sprint. Our next sprint will be 20 minutes long. Whenever we started, it will be 20 minutes. And just write. I mean, who needs prompts? If I had to come up with prompts for every one of these videos, I would just not do these videos. Because I'm not writing from prompts. I'm using my own story, my own outline. So I feel like having to come up with prompts for every video when I'm not even using prompts feels false. I don't know how to explain that. It just doesn't feel like something I should be doing. I will say that in this chapter that I'm working on, they are currently in Ireland. I've never been to Ireland. I mean, I've never been to any of the places that I am mentioning in this book, I don't think. The first book, I went to London after writing it, and I went to all of the places that I'd mentioned in the first book that are in London. And if they go to London in this book, which I'm not sure they do, but if they do, then I'll be probably mentioning those same areas. But otherwise, I've never been to Brazil. I've never been to Ireland. I've been to Scotland, but not the part of Scotland that they're going to. I've never been to Egypt. And I think that's it. The 35. All right, let's do it. It is the 35 now. So 20 minutes. Let's do some writing. And I will see you all on the 55. Bye. Or hello. Or whatever. Do some writing. I have yogurt on my nose.
Куколка. Голова. Ты ударился головой.
Well then. Hello. Sorry if those last couple of minutes were a little bit disturbing. With the voice, I was trying to figure out how to pronounce something. Because in this book and in this current book, I have characters from all over the world who speak different languages, who just kind of sprinkle it in Spanglish style, or Franglish in my case, the way I try to speak French, but I don't very well. So I don't know if they're any good, but they do speak other languages, and so I have to find a way to incorporate that. And one of the things that I had an issue with in this last write-in was I had forgotten one of my characters, a word that she uses a lot. I'd forgotten what it was, so I had to look it up, and then I couldn't find what I was looking for, so I ended up just looking in the book. And then I found it, and everything was cool. So that went well because I did take some time. I'm not sure how many words I did get because I did take some time to look stuff up. So I got 136 words, which is still not bad because it's words. It doesn't really matter how many I get as long as I get words down and I get a book written, right? What really matters is that the book is done and that I can go back and add or subtract words if I feel the need to. But that was our 20-minute sprint. We'll do another one. Let me know how long you think it should be. Generally, I do 20 minutes, but if you guys want it to be longer or shorter, we'll do that, and that will probably be the final sprint of the night. So just let me know how long you guys want that to be and how long that writing or how well that writing sprint went for you. If you were writing, if you were doing some other projects, if you were just watching me and like enjoying the weird faces I may make. I made some uncomfortable faces at some point, I know, because I didn't expect the Google Translate to sound so weird and robotic, and just it didn't sound like any human Russian person I've ever spoken to. And I was just like, that's bad. Like, that's not good. Binary got 257 words. Nice. That's great. That's awesome. I know there are like writers on YouTube who can write like 400 words in 20 minutes, and I have no idea how they can do that. Like I'm happy to get 150, 190, 200 words in 20 minutes. That's just me because I'm a slow writer. I take time to think. I want it to sound as good as I could possibly get it before I have to go back and edit it. So as good as I can possibly get it from my standpoint now. And then later I go back. I actually did a little bit of editing earlier too because I just got stuck on a line and I was like, that doesn't sound right. So later I'll go back and be like, all right, well, that actually doesn't sound so good. But if I can make it sound relatively good in the first draft so that I have less work to do in the next few drafts, then that is my goal. So word count doesn't matter as much, but I tend to have a low word count, and I think 257 words is like in 20 minutes is pretty awesome. So good for you. Kudos to you. We can start. I think we'll start on the 5. I'll give us a little bit of a breather in between. But let me know how long you want the next thing to be, the next write-in. Yes, I'm like kicking my legs under the table like a child. And it's kind of fun, so I'm not going to stop. But I can like see myself bouncing in this video. I don't care. So this scene, I still can't give you that many details about it. But I have like I said, I have a character who's using 2 languages. She speaks English and she speaks another language. And most of my characters, I can say this about, like if they don't speak 2 languages, they probably speak more. In this book, in this series. In my other series, or my other book, Diva, which isn't probably going to be a series, but in Diva, Diva speaks multiple languages, but I don't think anyone else does in that book. I feel like Marissa might learn some new languages, but Diva is like this high-class, rich, mysterious heiress who owns a law firm, and Marissa is from a working class family. Her dad's a cop, and her mom is a stay-at-home mom. So she hasn't really had much opportunity to learn too many other languages, although she is in high school. So I feel like she probably has a little bit of a what's the word, extracurricular in another language, it will probably be Spanish because it is set in Illinois, and Spanish tends to be one of the more common languages you're going to hear in Illinois, and probably one of the more common languages you're going to end up taking. It was the one that I thought I would have to take for many years, and then I went to a school that allowed us to have French, and I really wanted to take Italian, but French was like my next romance language. And so I ended up doing French, and since the 10th grade, that has been the main language that I have practiced and studied and listened to music of and watched movies in, and like that's my main other language. So the French in this book is a lot better probably than any of the Russian, the Japanese, the Sumerian. Although I am getting a little bit more of an understanding of Sumerian, although it's not practice. It's just something I'm doing for me. And just when I'm curious, like I want to know what a certain word is in Sumerian, I will look that up. So yeah, languages. They are tough. And this chapter doesn't have a ton of language. I mean, it does because it's got two characters that both speak multiple languages. One of them only generally switches between two of them, but the one she's talking to has to be able to understand her and maybe even respond in her other language. But she also speaks French and she also speaks English. And those might be the only three languages. And I don't think she actually knows the other language. She just knows what she hears from this character. Maybe. I don't know. It doesn't matter that much. What matters is that as they're communicating, it's clear that they can understand each other. Basca. Basca.
Bashka.
Bashka. Bashka. So that is Russian, in case you don't know Russian. And I was looking for a good slang word for head because I don't want to use the word head too many times. And Bashka seems to be my answer. I will go back in editing and fix it so that it is phonetically correct. But right now I'm just writing Bashka. Okay, so we will start in about 2 minutes. Again, let me know how it was going for you. Let me know if you got any work done. Josie, if you're still there, thank you so much for being here. I know that you said you might drop out and go to bed at some point, so if that's what's happened, sleep well, sweet dreams, and I will see you next week probably, and I'll also see you on Instagram. Josie is a sweetheart. Her channel also, she does write-ins, and she also is an Instagrammer, and she's just a total sweetheart, and she's interesting to listen to. So go check out her channel, go listen to her, follow her on Instagram. If she gets a Twitter someday, I'll let you know. Like she said earlier, she will probably be co-hosting on my write-ins in the near future, and I will be co-hosting on a few of her write-ins during Camp NaNoWriMo. And I'll probably have her on for some of mine during Camp Nano. I'm thinking I might do 2 a week, maybe 3, whatever, like, what else am I going to do? The only problem is I do live in a studio, so I share my apartment with another person, and I don't want to make it so that he feels like he's trapped in one place every single day, even if it's just for like an hour and a half. I don't want to do that every day, but we will compromise, and probably I'll do it like 2 or 3 days a week. We'll see. Anyway, 1 more minute until the next sprint. This is going to be our last sprint of the night. And your prompt for this one is your character suddenly knows a whole new language. What do they do with this new power? You get to decide whatever the language is. You can decide anything else about it. But they suddenly, like a language they've never known before, just is in their head now. How do they respond? Because that's what I think about for my own life a lot. How I would live if I could just download languages like a king. All right, 20 minutes on the clock, and I will see you and we'll chat for a couple more minutes before I go. This is our last sprint of the night. Get those words in. And time, that is 20 minutes in that sprint. Oh, nice. I was able to write 356 words. So see what I'm saying? Like sometimes it fluctuates. If you're here, let me know how that last sprint went for you. Yeah, how are you feeling? I'm feeling pretty good about this scene. I'm excited to get back to it. Probably tomorrow or something, actually. I might get back to it tonight. No guarantees. I haven't really had dinner or anything yet, so I'm probably going to go do that instead. But I like this scene, and I like where it's going. I think I am doing an okay job. I haven't really stressed the mechanic yet so much as the characters coming to terms with what's happening. But the mechanic itself is going to be starting. I actually just remembered something that I did that I need to fix. So it's a formatting thing though, so it's fine. But yeah, this chapter is the start of something that is going to be an ongoing situation, and I have to do it justice, and I hope I am. I'm trying. Right now, like I said, the characters are coming to terms with what's going on, and trying to understand it as best as they can, and trying to figure out what they're going to do. And the thing is, I didn't really plan out how they would respond to this, so the way they're responding might change some of the things that they end up doing later on in the book. We'll see. If it does, it does, and I'm going to work with that. If it doesn't, cool. But yeah, it might change the way they approach their journey throughout the rest of the book, actually. So we'll see if that becomes a thing the next time I write. I'll see you guys for sure next Wednesday, which is going to be April 1st. I promise no pranks. And I will also see you guys on both my channel and Josie's channel on April 8th, and on Josie's channel on April 11th. And I'm probably also going to be doing another write-in either on the 11th or the 5th, maybe both. We'll see, but definitely I'll see you guys on the 1st at around 8 p.m., sometimes 9. It really just depends on what's going on in my life. So it may actually start being 9. Kitten, what's up? Can you see that I am a busy woman? I am a busy woman about the town. It may actually start being 9 p.m. that I start doing these, so they may be later. I might even on another day do them earlier in the day so that I can reach day people too. Although day people, I don't know, like, why? Why are you a day person? What's up with that? Who needs sunlight? Except for the entire human race, who really needs it, other than like to live and survive, okay, and not get scurvy. Don't get scurvy, guys. So welcome to the new age, and see you next week on Wednesday. Thank you so much for being here. Please like and subscribe. Leave your comments and your messages. I love hearing from you. I love chatting with you. I love being a part of the community. And I love the people who are part of my community. So be here or be somewhere else, probably at home because you'll be writing. No, kitties, no. I saw that coming. I gotta go before my cats decide to start attacking each other or chasing each other or whatever the heck they do. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye. 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 Oh, it's nearly 4 a.m. with binary. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I will let you know. But bye.